Hey there, boys and girls. How y'all doing? Do you know who was the first person to die in the Revolutionary War? It was a brother. The brother was named Crispus Attucks. Crispus Attucks was like a sailor, and now they want to say, well, maybe he was just a rebel rouser or a revolutionary. I was looking at this comic book called Golden Legacy, Volume 3 by the Fitzgerald Publishing Company. And it's an illustrated history of different people in our history, and Crispus Attucks was one of them. And here in the museum, we have a few other items that was attributed to Crispus Attucks. Have you ever heard of the Riot Act? The Riot Act was one of the things that was started with Crispus Attucks.
The Riot Act. If any persons to the number of 12 or more unlawfully, riotously, and tumultuously assembled together to the disturbance of the public peace, and being required by any justice by proclamation in the King's name, in the exact form of the Riot Act, first year of King George I, Session 2, Chapter 5, Section 2, to disperse themselves and peaceably depart, shall to the number of 12 or more unlawfully, riotously, and tumultuously remain, or continue together for an hour after such proclamation, shall be guilty of a felony. The form of proclamation is as follows. Our sovereign lord the king chargeth and commandeth all persons being assembled immediately to disperse themselves and peaceably depart to their habitations or to their lawful business, upon the pains contained in the act made in the first year of King George I for preventing tumults and riotous assemblies. God save the king.
God save the king. One of the things that I really enjoyed about collecting is you find a lot of interesting things. Now, this is a postcard. That's a monument to Crispus Attucks. It's in Boston, documenting him as being the first person to die in the Revolutionary War.
Crispus Attucks Monument commemorating the Boston Massacre of 1770. From that moment, we may date the severance of the British Empire. Daniel Webster. My words, Amy Burhouse, will be a swank. Fancy all that style from a chip shop. I don't know what Amy and Girlie are doing. Tell Hilda we hope Walker's arm is better. We hope Aunt Eliza had a good time and that grandfather has got rid of his rheumatism. How's Uncle Joe's family? I wish I had a stamp. I would send it him, and Uncle Ken as well.
Here's a card from the Heritage Collection, and it's Crispus Attucks.
2009 Topps American, Crispus Attucks, Heritage Chrome, number C37, Mint 9. Crispus Attucks, Revolutionary hero, born circa 1723, died March 5, 1770. Home, Massachusetts. Occupation, merchant seaman. Immortalized as the first to defy, the first to die. Crispus Attucks, a possible runaway slave, was the first of 5 men killed when British soldiers opened fire on the group of colonists he was leading in a demonstration. Occurring on March 5, 1770, the event later became known as the Boston Massacre and made Attucks the first martyr of the Revolutionary War. Side box, Civil Rights Movement. In his book, Why We Can't Wait, Martin Luther King Jr. cited Attucks as a source of moral courage.
I found a soda can, Fagos Cola, and on the back, they're talking about our man Crispus Attucks as being the first person to die in the Revolution. But my very favorite thing here in the Black Museum about Crispus Attucks is a coin. In the year 1998, the government made a commemorative coin documenting Crispus Attucks as the first person to die in the Revolutionary War. A lot of times you might wonder, are we on money? Yes. In one of our future episodes, we are going to have a whole episode dedicated to blacks on money. But right now, I just wanted you to see our man Crispus Attucks. So basically, there's a lot of interesting things that we have on Crispus Attucks as being the first man to die in the Revolutionary War, or the first American. Actually, I don't think there was a real picture of Crispus Attucks. This is a picture that I think an artist created showing Crispus Attucks. The brave soldier of the Revolutionary War, 1770, Crispus Attucks. Well, Jim Beam made a bottle, a liquor bottle, and put Crispus Attucks on it. Very collectible little bottle, so you might find one of those at your collector store. If you ever see a black man on it, on a Jim Beam bottle, 100 proof bourbon. Crispus Attucks himself, he's a black man, became the first casualty of the American Revolution when he was shot and killed in what became known as the Boston Massacre. Although Attucks was credited as the leader and the instigator of the event, debate raged. Here's a picture of Crispus Attucks getting shot in the Revolutionary War. So we might like to know a little bit about this man, Crispus Attucks. He was a 19th century patriot. He was born, Crispus Attucks, in 1723 in Massachusetts, British America. He died March 5th, 1770, at the age of 47 in Boston, Massachusetts, British America. And his occupation was a dock worker by all records, but he was actually a whaler. And in another episode, we're going to talk about one of the inventions was a harpoon. The harpoon that they used to catch whales with was a black invention. And so Crispus Attucks was also a whaler. So look in your history books, check it out, and find out more information about Crispus Attucks, the first American to die in the Revolutionary War. Many schools, parks, playgrounds, and community centers and museums have adopted the name of Crispus Attucks.